Hello internet people, are you using a free email provider for your business email? So something like this, where you have Gmail or Outlook at the end of the email address. Well, you can boost your credibility and look more professional if your business email will look like this. So you can see, you can add your name or info or whatever you want before the @ sign, and then it's just yourdomain.com. My name is Robert, and in this video I'll show you how to set up a business email just like this with Google's Workspaces, or it's also formerly known as G Suite, for just a few bucks. Arnie, what do you think?
It's showtime.
Tips with Punch.
If you are not even sure why you need G Suite, then check this video card right here where I'll explain the difference between G Suite and Gmail. So head to the description of this video and click on the first link. You will land on this page where you can see different plans. Now what's confusing is that Google changed the name from G Suite to Google Workspaces. And when you sign up for this service, you get a bunch of features besides the business email.
Oh my god! Wow!
And here you can choose your plan. So you have the business starter and business standard. This is the ones that you usually choose from. The biggest difference is how much you can store per user. For me right now, the storage is not a problem. I just want to have a nice looking email that works in a Gmail template or the same look feel. So I'm going to select the business starter. So I'm going to click on get started. And it's asking for your business name. Just add that. I am only one here and my country is Netherlands. So I'm going to click next. I'm going to add my details. And then add the email to your personal account. I'm going to add it. And then click on next. Then it's going to ask you, do you have a business domain? Yes, I do. I'm going to choose this one. And if you don't have a domain yet, just purchase it from Namecheap.com or just directly from Google by clicking on this button, no, I need one. So I'm going to click on yes, I have one I can use. And I'm going to type in the domain here. And this is the domain that I also own. You need to have the domain before you can set this up. So you need to own it. Like the time I owned Few Dragons. So now you just click on next. So it's gonna ask, hey, you wanna use this domain? Yes, this is the correct domain. This is what I wanna use. And here's asking if you want to get tips, offers, and announcements. For me, no thanks. I can find out about that by myself. Now you can create username. In my case, it'll be just the same as the email address. And then add a password. And that you're not a robot. Make sure that. And click on agree and continue. All right, and it's asking you which plan you want, and also if you have promotion code, that's where you put it in. But I don't have one. I'm just going to continue with this. This is going to be this amount per month per user. So if you create more than one email, you're going to have to pay this amount for each of those emails. And the price will go up also to $5.20 after the first year. You can read more about it here. You can see that it will go up after this period. I'm okay with this. And going to click on next. So you get a free trial with this one. So here, just double check what you're getting. And then just add your details by clicking on this pen icon and then just adding the details. And also your credit card or PayPal account. So you can choose, or even a bank account. It's really up to you what you want to add here.
No problemo.
And so once you fill it, everything, and if you want to link PayPal account, link it here. Or add just credit card details and then click on next. So now the account has been created and we're going to continue with the setup because we now need to verify that we own the domain, but that's quite easy to do. Hey, if you like the video so far, consider hitting the like button. That will help me a lot with the YouTube algorithm. So next, Google needs to know that you actually own the domain, but that's pretty easy to do. Just follow these steps. Sure. So here it's gonna give you an introduction to this admin console. Let's click on next. So this is what we need to do now. Verify that we own this one. Let's click on verify. So the easiest way is to use a TXT verification with your domain. This way you don't even need to have a web hosting or anything. You just need a domain. And this is how you do. Just select TXT verification. But just so you know, there's other ways to verify it as well. Let's continue. And from this point on, it depends a little bit how you have your domain set up. So what Google also does is it gives you a bit of hint. So it tells you here where to go to. So for example, in my case, it's Cloudflare. Sure. Now remember, you need to go to the service that actually controls the DNS settings. So for example, if you bought the domain from Namecheap, but you're pointing the domain to GoDaddy web hosting, then you can control the DNS settings at GoDaddy. In this tutorial, I'll be using Cloudflare and I'll show you quickly where to find DNS settings for Namecheap and GoDaddy.
Okay, make it quick because my horse is getting tired.
If you bought the domain from other domain registrars, the process is the same for all of them, but you just need to find the DNS settings in your dashboard. The other steps are exactly the same. So now I just need to log into Cloudflare. And I'm gonna choose the account. And here you have in Cloudflare DNS settings. And so on this page, we can just scroll down and click on this add record and just choose the TXT. And let's see what Google says here. So sign in, then let's copy this one. Okay, blah, 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 TXT in the name field at. So let's do that. Name field is at. The TTL, we can leave either auto or 2 minutes. I'm gonna leave it as auto. It should be quick enough by itself. And then in the content, I'm gonna paste the Google site verification code. And then you can click on save. And you can see it appears here. Next, let's take a look at Namecheap and just go to your dashboard and then click to domain lists here on the left. Then you come here. So for example, I have this domain. You click on manage and then you click on advanced DNS. You actually have options here to add more fields. So for example, add new record. If you click on it, you can select TXT here. TXT record. In a host, you would put a @ sign and then you would add this verification and then click on this green arrow. And in GoDaddy, once you're logged in, you can come here and no matter where you are, you can click on this mosaic, then click on domains. And then here you just go inside the domain. And here you can add more DNS records and you can select the type. So for example, in this case, we need TXT, host will be @ sign and the text value that we just copied. So now you can be as cool as this guy.
Ayaw man, umitigil.
So I'm back at Cloudflare. So now within a few minutes, so within 2 minutes in theory, it should get updated. And then we can verify that with Google that we own this one. You can always just click on this verify my domain and see if it already applied. Let's see how quick they are. 15 minutes remaining. So let's see. I think they already built in. So I'm gonna pause this video and come back once it's done. And once it's done, it only took a minute or so. You can see that the domain has been verified. That's great. Now you can create a new user if you want to. So the cool thing is, I didn't mention before, is if it's just you, you can actually create this alias email addresses, which basically just means that they will get forwarded. All the emails that come to, for example, info will come to your normal email and you can reply from there. So you don't need to create a user for each of those unless you want to have a separate user and also login credentials for that inbox. And then click on to continue. So here you can see that you have up to 10 users during the free Google Workspace trial. But to be honest, I think they will just charge you for each user. So if you don't need it, don't create it yet and then see how it works. But they charge per user, but not per alias. And that's something you can create later. And just click on continue. As you can see here, it's for some reason it's not adding the check mark here, but it works fine if you just have one user, especially when you're Turkish Chuck Norris. Great, now that we have the verified domain, let's connect it to the G Suite. I can activate Gmail for punchsalad.com. So now I can route the emails to Gmail. So let's do that. Activate. So here it's just warning you that, hey, are you ready to have everything on Gmail? So let's make sure that you've done the following. I've added all existing email addresses for punchsalad.com. So this means if you had email somewhere else, you need to make sure that all the email users are already in G Suite, because you will stop receiving emails to the old email dashboard. And also I'm ready to receive all the emails for punchsalad.com in Gmail. So it's just more of a warning than anything. So yes, I'm going to click on continue. And now again, it's just giving you more details how to set this up. I'm gonna work in Cloudflare still, but pretty much same thing works in domain providers like Namecheap. Again, it's saying go to Cloudflare, sign into your domain host, and then you need to create these MX records to set up the email. So get ready. So in Cloudflare dashboard, again, under DNS, if you scroll down, what we can do is add the record. In this case, it will be MX record. Add it like this. Then we go here and look at what we need to do. So you scroll down. So here, the first one, let's grab, copy it. And then we come here. You have MX, the type is MX, then @ mail server. We're gonna paste this one, and TTL, just leave it as auto and put the priority as 1. Then click on save. Now, same thing, add a record, and we have, what is this? 4 more of these. So again, just grab this one, and we can see this is priority 5. So just remember that. Again, MX, @ mail, priority 5. Save. Back here. And just follow this along. I'm going to speed up this video. And in this one, notice that it's priority 10. That's it. As you can see, I've added all 5 MX records here. So let me show you how to do the same thing in Namecheap and GoDaddy, so you don't end up like this guy.
All my calculations are wrong, even in my dreams.
So same thing for Namecheap. You just scroll down here and you have here mail settings. You see, email forwarding, no email services, but you can also have custom MX. Just choose it from there, and then you can add the MX records here. So host, you have the @ value is this one, and priority number 1. And then just add the 4 other ones as well. And you can save the changes here. And on GoDaddy, same thing for MX records. You come here and you click add, and you see you have MX here. So you have host points to priority, and same things as you saw for Cloudflare. All right, once you have all of the 5 MX records in, that's when you come back to Google and just click on activate Gmail. Oh, nice. It actually told me that I need to delete an old MX record, so I'm gonna come here. I didn't notice I actually had it here, so just this one. I'm gonna just delete it now, like this. And now if I go back to activation and here retry activation, now it should be more successful. Okay, awesome. It actually is super fast. It took maybe 10 seconds for it to verify this. So when you go through Cloudflare, it's quite quick. Maybe with others, it's a bit slower. As mentioned, for some reason, it's not giving me the 100% complete, although it's completely done. I think it wants me to add more than 1 user to this account, but I just don't need it right now.
Hi.
Okay.
You can also skip this step for now. Let's skip it. So now you can go here, click on these 3 dots and click on Gmail. It will open up in a new tab. This should open the G Suite one, or Workspaces actually. That's what's it called now. Now we need to check that everything worked. So just go to your personal email and send an email to this new email address. So in my case, I'll be using robert@punchsalad.com. You can see you already have few emails. If you ever use Gmail, the G Suite looks exactly the same. And you can see I've just sent myself also a test email to robert@punchsalad.com and it's working all fine. So all the setup is correct now and all my emails will come to this email box. My name is Robert and I'm your website guy. If you're looking to learn more about how to improve your website, get more traffic and other website related stuff, consider subscribing and hitting the bell icon so you get notified about new video tutorials. Since you're new to G Suite / Google Workspaces, how about taking a walkthrough of all the available features? You can find them right here in this tutorial. And in the second video right here, I'll show you how to set up a website in about 30 minutes. Oos!